Hi guys, it's James and I'm back, and I think this is like the fourth week or third week, I'm not too sure. I think it's the fourth week of my algae culture, and if you have just seen the week before, you'll be surprised because nothing has grown, but that's not true. So initially this is what I've got, and it's right. Algae is supposed to be green, but what I got was a yellow chlorella, which was a problem. Over this week, so I've bought a water pump here. It's not like a semi-water pump and a semi-air pump. A semi-water pump and a semi-air pump here, and it works fine. It provides air and water, and it agitates the culture quite effectively, like that. So I did that, and it couldn't save the algae, and I was wondering what the problem was. And I still haven't come up with a proper reason why this is happening, but I checked the pH and it was going around 9. So I'm thinking I put in too much baking soda, which was causing the solution to be slightly more basic, like a lot much more basic. And according to some sites I found on the internet, it says that if you shine your light too hard for too long, it kind of acts as a bleaching effect to your culture. So therefore it loses its color of greenness and now it turns to yellow. So maybe that could have happened. I'm not too sure. And I hate what just happened. It did not happen as what I expected it to be. And my plans kind of halted because of that. Now I can't extract cellulose out of it for the time being. And so yeah. Okay, the culture smells kind of really bad. Oh yeah, and it's becoming winter season in Korea currently, and which means that it's getting really cold. We just dropped from below 0 Celsius, which meant that my cultures are becoming too cold to grow. So I installed a thermometer inside a new culture. So what I basically did was, since this culture was dying, I did decanting and filtration to filter out some definite large algae that were actually alive, and I picked out the greener ones and put them in a new culture here without any baking soda, just plain water, and I'm just giving it time to grow a bit, but it doesn't really seem like it's growing that effectively. That's a problem. Again, like growing algae is like a huge problem currently. I don't know why this is happening, because in the rivers it's like growing sporadically, but it's not in this kind of media. So I need to figure something out. The culture temperature is currently around 20 Celsius, which is still too low. I need to get it above 29 or 25. Yeah, above 25. So maybe it's too cold. So the problem I reached for this culture is that it had too high pH. I've over-lighted it, and it was getting a bit too cold. And maybe some sites also said that it could be due to bacterial contaminations or different algae growing inside because of inhabitation. So maybe I'll really prefer you guys to first autoclave your water of the culture and try not to add too much baking soda. And I should be starting a new culture and trying this thing again. I also found a new interesting article in TED Talk about how one artist extracted clothes, like actually cellulose, out of teeth. I think the title was something around like making clothes. I don't know. I don't remember. Like something like that. And it's it's under 7 minutes, and it's really informative about what I'm trying to do. And at that time, I found out that you can actually get cellulose out of green tea and yeast. So maybe if this doesn't work out, I'll try with green teas, because I have a lot of green teas that are dried that are actually meant for drinking. So maybe I'll try that first, and if that works, I'll have different stance that this algae thing will also work. So that's that. That's pretty much the bad news. Although I have one more bad news, which is that my KDP crystals, one of them just dissolved, because I thought the temperature dropping could cause the crystallization process to speed up too quickly, that crystals wouldn't look that pretty. So I put them in an incubator, like to keep it under like 29 Celsius. However, I forgot the fact that when you increase the solution temperature, the solubility increases. Therefore, the KDP crystals that I placed inside the container beaker dissolved. So my 1 month worth of KDP crystals just disappeared into the solution. So that's a bad news. However, I have another solution outside, so it's not a big bad news, but it's a bad news. So keep that in mind, and I hope this thing works. Let's see you after 1 week.